We own 4 different businesses. And so I was able to focus again like that. And I had left all the businesses because I just couldn't even put like 4 and 6 together. I was not there. I couldn't do it. And so now I'm kind of clicking on all cylinders. I can process and I love people. And so this was such a great fit for me to be able to find something that I love to do. I also love that, to be honest with you, it's no payroll, it's no so when you're talking to business owners, they go through a lot. There's a brick and mortar, there are building payments, I reach out to your business owners because what they're dealing with is on a whole nother scale. And network marketing, in my opinion, is way easier because you just don't know what they're dealing with. They have all the stress of making sure everybody makes a paycheck. They have taxes. I mean, it never ends in the business world. So you have a huge opportunity. And that's, when I'm talking with right now, I've been dealing with a few doctors. And so this is another stream of income, which can also be, in addition to another stream of income, a retirement plan. If they haven't made those correct choices because they're business owners and they don't have I don't know why I'm saying this today because this was totally not going to be my subject, but I just really get passionate about, like, they need a plan B. They may not have done all the investments that needed to happen, and you hold the key. You're the key to the future that they may be looking for. And it's really up to us to show them that plan. And, a lot of people are like, well, they just told me no. A lot of my people will tell you they did tell me no, but I came back. And I didn't come back for me. I'll be real clear on that. I came back because I can see the potential in this company and the amazing ability of, if you are a worker and you connect with people, you're going to be a top producer in this company. You just have to make your list, and core 3 is exactly the plan to follow, right? Like, they've laid it out, they've made it lucrative. You earn $100 bonus on every 3 people. It's a great plan. So if you just pull up that core 3, and so that's kind of leading into where I was going, but that's the simplest plan for you. Who are my next 3? Who are my next 3? Who are my next 3? Who can I help today? And I get real passionate about helping people. I love to help people. And some people will say, well, I'm not helping them, or I'm not going back to them. I mean, one person will tell you for 6 months, he didn't exactly tell me no, but he kind of blew me off, and every month, you got to get in. I'm telling you right now, get in now because you're going to be sorry that you don't. You got to get in. You got to get in. You got to get on the product. You'll feel better. And it is our job to communicate. They don't know what you know. They don't know. Just like you're the mom, right? Sometimes your kids don't know what you know. It's your job to, like, communicate that to these people. If you care enough, you'll reshare. You'll reshare. And I know it can get daunting because you get the no's, or you get the blow off, or you feel like you're bugging. But I just know that God has planted something in me to help other people. And he brought it to you for a reason. So who are you helping? Who keeps coming up on your mind and, like, I can't go back to her. Oh my gosh, she thinks I'm crazy. It's okay. You can be the crazy friend. No big deal. Be crazy enough to be consistent. Be crazy enough to be consistent on them. Know for your family more than they know. See the big picture. I mean, George and Adrian paint that every day for us. So it's really important. I really always come back to, I know you guys don't have a brain tumor, but there's just not the time to mess around. Every day I'm like, time is of the essence. I don't have time to play the game of, well, maybe I should call them, maybe not. No, I need to call them because I'm building a financial future for my family. And I get real passionate about that because you're the one in control. You're the one that it's left up to right now. It is not going to be somebody else that does it for you. You have to do it. So you might as well do it now. Do the hard thing first so you can have the fun later. That's really what it is. Like, do the hard things now, get through the people now, go back to the people you talk to now. Like, every minute you get on this planet is bonus. So many people don't get to grow old, right? So many people don't get the opportunity to spend the time with their grandkids. You do. So what are you going to do with that? And I think we just take life for, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain tumor, guys. We take
Granted.
for granted. We take it for granted. And it's just not like, do now, act now, so that you can create. I mean, me creating financial stability for my family is like on that top tier, top tier. And I don't have time. I've got to find my 10 executives. I love Christine when I got in, she was talking about that. I will tell you, she was talking about get 10 executives. And I remember thinking, this lady is crazy. I am not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna sit back here and take my little pills and feel better. And then, I felt better. But the other thing I saw was I saw my daughter taking it. I saw things change in her. I saw my husband take it. His story is he was in a car accident at 16, flipped out of the car, broke both knees. And when he broke both knees, he has taken painkillers his entire life. He's had 2 knee replacements. He was under the age of 50. He had knee replacements. And, they don't last that long, right? Like they only give you, that's why they pushed him so long before they changed out his knees. But he was in pain every day. And I love him, but he was grumpy because he was in pain. And none of that anymore. It's completely changed the dynamic in our relationship. He doesn't have any pain anymore. So there's another story. He was full of arthritis. The inflammation was horrible. And he has no pain. And he would tell you this when you meet him, we'll be at conference. He was actually the other day on Memorial Day, he was running around with the kids they were playing dodgeball. The older kids, the grandkids, and him. I was not. I was sitting just chilling with my mom. But I thought, he has not done that. Running. He was running. And he has not done that in probably 20 years, which is crazy. He did not realize, but I realized. And he was playing dodgeball with the kids, and I was just like, wow, that product, because that would have never happened before. So it's just crazy that, you're giving people back their youth at least 10, 20 years. But, if you want to be selfish, you can hold it to yourself. Is that how you want to be seen? Do you want to be selfish, or who can you help? And we just know more and have more information than the person who doesn't. And you may have to layer them, but that's fine. Just keep your list, keep persistent, keep throwing a text out. I think you should hear about it. I say, I haven't forgot about you. You're still on my list. You're one of my top people. I know we're going to do life together. We're going to have a lot of fun, and that's really like, that is definitely one of our things. Like, we're going to have a lot of fun. And to be honest, we don't recruit people that we don't like. We don't enroll people, and that's probably selfish. But I have actually said, oh, you should maybe reach out to so and so. Because I love that you get to pick the people on who you enroll. I do love that ability that we get to do that. So, so layering is really important. I had written a few notes, but I think, I make it real light. I don't over I don't over educate. I kind of under educate and play more dumb, I guess, to like, I don't know if it's for you. And if it's not for you, maybe it's for your daughter, or maybe it's for your aunt, or, I would just love for you to get on a call, listen to the presentation that we have. It's maybe 30 to 40 minutes out of your life, but it could change your life. And so, do you got time? Morning or afternoon? We all know, like, I think that's general, right? Morning or afternoon? Okay, afternoon. Okay, 2 or 3 o'clock. Great. Give options. Two options. I always give two options. Is beginning of the week or end of the week better? So and then that's, and sometimes I just say, what time works for you? And I make that time work. But I also think there's a lot of power in them learning the presentation. And I have watched a few other people, and obviously I've learned from Christine, Antoinette, like getting in and learning the presentation and then them doing the presentation back to you. Because that's where the confidence comes in, is when they start presenting. And that kind of happened by accident to me, pushed by my team, who I love. Well, we got to do this then, and I'm like, okay, and it pushed me. And now that the words are very, very familiar, it's nothing. Like, it's no big deal to jump on a call, meet with people. But I would encourage you to, even if you read it on Zoom to yourself, get the presentation, read it 5 times to yourself, because then your words start to flow and you become more confident in it. And for new team members too, they don't have to present. You don't have to be pushing that, but get your new team members saying the words, right? Or do it with them. You do one slide, they do one slide. Until it's like no big deal and it just ebbs and flows, because it will just flow. So, another tip, make your list. Make sure you have that list so you can always go back to that list. I do a lot of Facebook because I'm on Facebook. I like Facebook. I know a lot of people like, I hate Facebook. I love Facebook. Oh, Cindy, that was the one who I really learned a lot from you, Cindy, and I share a lot of your stuff. So, but I'm on Facebook a lot, and it's not in like intentionally searching out people, but somebody will pop up and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I haven't reached out to her. So then I'll message her, say, I've got this cool thing I think you should hear about. So, sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. And I just view it as they just don't have enough information yet to respond. So then I layer again, and I layer again, and I layer again. I don't really give up on people. So that is that. Core 3 obviously is like where you start. That's your first $100, right? And I think that's really important as you bring in new people. Where are your 3? Let's talk about who are we getting on your team and helping them get 3, right? That's where your money's at, for them to feel a win fast. That's a fast win. And I think when people win quickly, they're like, oh, I got this money in my, I was like that. Oh, where'd that money come from? Well, that's cool. And I would call Antoinette and I'd be like, how did I make money here? And now I got this certificate. And what is this? And within 3 weeks, I think we had done the trip. So when I started to actually pay attention, I was like, my kids got in right away. And, I definitely, that is what I talk to my like personal people when they join. I'm like, okay, well, we know we're going to put your family. So who do we need to talk to today in family? because you want them to get the benefit of everybody, all the people coming underneath you. You want your family to get the benefit of them. And then, you start thinking, oh, I'm going to add, 1,000 people in the next, 6 months. And if it even takes that. So you're going to add, you got to take the girdle off the brain and just, where are my next 1,000 coming from? Because I was watching something the other day where it was such a good video. I should have recorded it, but it was about, like, buy the keychain for the car that's coming. Having the vision is really important. And if you want to, you have to be the visionary. And I mean, we have a really good visionary on our team, Elizabeth. I mean, I'm learning so much from my whole team, honestly. Like, they're like, well, what about this? And I'm like, oh, that's so good. And like, Narisa, this week, I'll send you, I don't know who I can share it with that it can get to everybody, but Narisa had recently a thing where she compared Costco to the way 3 is, and how, where they really make their money is in Costco, is in the membership. And it was so good. So I'll see if I can't somehow get that to you guys. And there isn't a link or anything right now, but I think, like, we just have to, I know I'm in a million different spots. Sorry, George and Adrian, I will send it to you. But I just don't, I always think my next 1,000 is coming. And when those 1,000 come, who did I not want to miss who could have been on top of that 1,000? So I am always in a race. I really am. And I see it like, I haven't even touched my list. I haven't even touched the list I've barely made, but I haven't even touched the list because I have so many people that I care about, and I'm willing to look dumb to them. They think, oh, Shannon's crazy again. She's doing this thing, but I don't care. Like, I don't care that I look dumb, because they're going to love me for it. They're going to love me in the end, and they're going to be so happy they got up on that tree instead of 1,000 down. So who can you speak to today that you care enough to reach out to? And it's okay to risk looking crazy. Maybe I have a better explanation, because they're like, oh, she's got that brain tumor. But on June 6th, or on June 2nd, I'm hoping I go and it's gone. We'll see, But I just really think, like, lean on other people's testimonies, get your core 3 paper in front of your new people. It's so important to have that core 3 focus for new people, because it's an easy track to run on. They know, I just need 3. I just need 3. Like, that is just really important. Like, they don't have to think of 20. I mean, I usually will say, we need you to get 10 people to a call. So give me 10 names. I do that on onboarding training. I need you to write down 10 names of people you care about right now. And I don't want you to prejudge them. There's no prejudging here. They're buying products for themselves. They're not buying a boatload of products to go out and sell and have to move, and they're buying products for themselves. This is a no-brainer, easy sale, you guys. Like, this is health products for them. They're probably paying it for them at another side. I do this in my little presentation. This was a bottle that I bought, $230. It's a mushroom spore oil for one bottle. So, like, I'm like, for this bottle, I get all of this in immune. It's crazy the amount of stuff you get. I was spending $1,200 a month on supplements, in addition to spending a lot of money for IV treatments. So, and I feel better at way less money now. So 10 names of people, those 10 names will then turn into 30 names, right? Because they're all going to get 3. if they all come in, or 300. I don't know, you guys have to do the math. I know, sorry, I would have to write that all down to keep you on the numbers. But basically 3 are going to come out of that 10 for sure. That's going to happen. And those 3 should be close people to them at the top. Because when they start to build, that's going to network all down, and then all those network people down, that's where it's really going to benefit your closest 3 people. They're going to get the benefit of all that volume. So, get them in, get them on their smart ship, make sure that happens, and then, boom, it'll just blow up. So the only other thing I did want to share with you, Taylor created this site. Where's the chat? Here we go. This is a testimonial page that you can copy, and it's not fully done, but we've been cutting up the Wellness Wednesdays, and I know some of you have sent me, we haven't gone back because we've been chopping up videos, but there are some testimonies on there that you can use. My doctors have the link to that, so they can use that to show different videos if they want. And so that's been really helpful. The other thing I think that has been helpful has been, I'm in the tech business, so I have a text and email system that lets me communicate with everybody. I know you don't always get all of your downline, but at least you get your L1s. And then other people will just send me people that want to be on my text and email. And I think that's been a huge benefit to our system, because I can communicate with every morning. Everybody gets a text and an email of the replay, if not the meeting. And I think they show up at the meeting a lot of times. Yesterday I counted and we had 12 people out of 36 on the call, on Christine's call. So I was like, that system's working, because they get the links, they click on the links, and a lot of them tell me, oh, I got the morning link. I got the communication this morning, and that's why I'm here. So that's been really helpful. So it's really important to communicate with your team. And I think that's about it, unless you have any questions.
Well, that was fantastic. And you know what I love about Shannon is that I feel she has such a nice manner. Didn't you feel that? A very SC, solid, caring. You feel good being around Shannon. And some of the points that I just took away, you know, is, we are the crazy people. What is it she said? She just follows up, follows up, follows up in a nice manner. And, you can always smile and have that nice, we're the crazy people. Yeah, because we care about you. And that's what she's just going back. And then pretty soon people, you just kind of wear them down, I guess you might say, because she believes in them. And she's building a future for her family. I think that was a really important point, wasn't it? Is that she is battling her own special health issues, but no excuses. How many excuses could we use? I have a brain tumor. I don't have to, I just don't know. Can I really do it? Maybe I should be doing this, but no, it's greater than her. She's stepping up to help her family, her people. And you know what? I know that she's going to be all good with these amazing products. She just is amazing and very alert and feels better. And then her husband with his 2 knees, isn't that great? That's a testimonial. So then those stories get shared all the way around. I love when she said, I'm always looking, where's the next 1,000 coming? When I first heard that, I thought, oh, the next 1,000 people. And, I always think abundance, but then she was saying, no, next $1,000. I think that's okay. Where's the next 1,000 coming from? Well, then you figure out you've got so many people coming in. It's just numbers. And that will create the revenue. But it's really a fast win. I like that statement. A fast win. When they get those product introduction bonuses right up front, our product introduction bonuses is when you're going towards the core 3. It's not only the $100, but they're going to now get on the intro pack $50, double what they got before. And now on their premium, they'll get $125. Fast win. Think about that. And of course, we still have the business builder at I think it's was it 254? I can't remember. And then 350 for the Pro Pack. Those are fast. That is your immediate income, but then you get the extra $100. And by getting your top best people, I love what she said also about talking immediately. Who are the people you care about? Who's your family? Who are the people? I was talking to somebody yesterday about, they said, well, how's Shannon, all these people moving up fast? I said, they're using the word simply say, you can either be at the top of the tree and get the people that you care about and the most important people at the top of the tree, or they can come in and be in the bottom of the tree. And so I use those words too, a sense of urgency. You're going to be at the top of the tree, you could be at the bottom of the tree. It's up to you. Just redirect certain words, redirect your spinning. Look what she was spending $200+ for one product where she could get it in an immune. So you did an amazing job and great leadership, great follow through. You were an amazing leader. We're so proud of you. We can see now why she's a 3-star pro in just a matter of 3 months, 4 months, and going on and almost working. I've been over the weekend working towards elite. I said, we just don't have quite enough numbers yet. I know it's Memorial Day weekend. She was really trying to get there. I said, don't worry, a warrior must be patient. We just need more numbers. We have other things coming up, and we were going to make that. We can do that before convention. So remember, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But just showing you that it doesn't matter when you start. Again, it's where you finish. Congratulations. Really proud. Your first training, and you did an amazing job.
Thanks,
Really
Chris.
proud of you.
It really is all God, you guys. Like, I'm here because of him, and I'm excited to be here. And what can you do? What can you do with the time you're given?
Yeah. Well, you're going to be around a long time. We need you. So I'm not worried.
That's in my plan. We'll see.
Yes. Yeah. So we are working on that, and you're doing great. And what does she do? She recruits all the doctors she's working with. I love that. She signs up chiropractors, doctors all along the way, and now they're seeing her results, and they're going, wow. And so now they're putting it in their practices. So she has a variety of people, from doctors to acquaintances, friends, relatives, business people from Mary Kay, etc. So it's all good, and that's what our business is about. So, okay, we're all done. Adrian, I'll turn it over to you. We're just 4 minutes late there. I know we went through 30 minutes, but I think Shannon did an amazing job.
No, you are right on time. I just want to I want to make a bigger effort to make sure that we get on with our day 2 after this call. But honestly, how could you not be fired up after everything Shannon shared today? Truly inspirational. I think I got goosebumps twice. I just love you. I'm going to try not to get emotional, but for a second, because from the moment I met you, I was just so impressed with like your work ethic, how much you love on other people, even when you're going through your own trial. You're such an inspiration. And if you were to go back and watch this, okay, and I'm sending this to everybody. This has to go out. It's live already on our YouTube channel, on the Legacy Makers Team YouTube channel. But I want everyone to watch it because it gets rid of, the excuses that, like some of the excuses that we have in our book to get going. And at the same time, the training was so spot on, simple. Get your 10, get your core 3. Where's your next $1,000 coming from? Absolutely. So thank you so much. If you were to go back, Shannon, you've got to go back and read the chat because everyone is just so grateful for what you shared today. So thank you for the top tier training, my friend. And we're all going to have a wonderful day. And we'll see you guys on Wellness Wednesday tonight. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good.